Welcome for all those joining. Let's see if we can make this live chat. View all messages visible. Top chat. So this is a live from Nikson garage. I have no idea who's coming. I have no idea who's gonna be first. Kevin, obviously. Hey, Kevin. I'm bored. I need to put electronic ignition into the distributor. So that's what's going on. Oh, хорошо. Добрый вечер или добрый день. I'm not expecting that many people. How's the quality? Alex Krishenka. Hello, hello. I think we got a little too much light, maybe, no? How about this? Tell me how the quality, guys. Jeep, I busted a shock. There's nothing to explain. I should have a mic here, huh? Great with great sound. All right. So I'm using a iPhone 6, old iPhone 6 front-facing camera. Добрый вечер. Quality is good. Quality is good. Thank you. And people keep texting me like, Kevin, how's it going? Love to watch your snow wheeling videos. Thank you guys. So I was out last weekend. The video will be uploaded. Well, it is uploaded already, but it will be live in a couple of, I'm gonna say, beginning of the year. So в начале года будет видео. I think it's the 4th, по-моему, 4-го. So if you guys haven't noticed, I've been posting videos every Monday and Friday. Каждый понедельник и пятницу видео выходят. And I'm not sure, we have most English-speaking viewers or Russian-speaking viewers, I'm not sure. Много русских у нас или все английский понимают? Дайте знать, пожалуйста. Привет. Надо еще ниже опустить. I'm gonna work with the tripod a little bit, so bear with me. Немножко с треногой работаем, поэтому потерпите чуть-чуть. I want to try to make this better and easier angle for you guys. I guess it's Saturday, nobody's working, or what's the deal? Oh, look at that. That's not what we want either, huh? Come on. Do both languages. There we go. Kevin says we do both languages. So I'm gonna try to do both languages. Попробуй на обоих языках. It's gonna be actually a good thing so that this way whoever watches later, да, right, on Russian, they can know. So будем делать на обоих языках, чтобы вы понимали. So sometimes I get carried away, иногда немножко сносит, and I start talking more in one language than another, да, и по-другому, на одном языке говорю больше. Un poco español yo hablo, estudio en la escuela 2 años. That's as far as my Spanish goes, probably. I know Spanish just a little bit. Anyways, так, тем не менее, расскажем про амортизатор. So let's talk about the shock real quick. If those who are following me on Instagram or Facebook or anywhere, you can see me posting instantly. Те, кто следит на Инстаграме или на Фейсбуке, амортизатор разбил задний на джипе. You guys you want me to bring it? Let me bring the shock. Both languages make it interesting. Brian, I agree. It makes it interesting. So while I'm waiting for the shock, you guys can think of questions. Now they're popping up rather quick. Вопросы быстро пролетают на экране, on the screen. So it kind of makes it hard for me to read them all. So if you have a question, you can ask the question, but if I don't answer again. So если вы вопрос задали какой-то, я не отвечаю, пишите его в комментарии опять. I'll be right back. Сейчас вернусь. So here's the shock, and here's what happened to it. I hope it's not gonna. Do you see the bubbling? Эти бублики выходят. So it was like this. It got pinched like this. Right here. Вот здесь его. Yeah, I cannot repair it myself. Well, the only way to repair it would be to replace this line. Значит, нужно будет. And then you have to refill it with gas and oil. И надо будет потом его перезаправить газом и маслом. But for that I have Ryan with AccuTune Road. А для этого у нас есть Ryan's AccuTune Off-Road. So if you had checked Mama out, если вы еще Райана не знакомы, кто такой Ryan в AccuTune Off-Road, то вы, значит, немножко упускаете. Anyways, he does excellent job. He did all the tuning and all the valving and setups on my shocks. So I'm gonna send it out. I'm gonna hope tomorrow, not tomorrow, Monday. So понедельник Ryan. He's not local. Ryan is in California. Just look up AccuTune Off-Road on Instagram. All the information is there. In Russia, you are the shocks. Yeah, pretty close. В России, может быть, так и есть. So I can take you outside to the cat if you guys want. На улицу пойдем к Snowcat'у. It's right there, literally. I don't know if you can see it. Right there. Cat's right there. Вот он там. If you guys want to see it, give me thumbs up or something. I don't know. Let me know somehow. I'm just gonna go there. I'm not sure how Wi-Fi works there, so I'm not sure how good of a quality you guys are gonna get. So, oh, right there, right? So I'm gonna switch the camera. I believe I can do that too. Here we go. Ooh, that might be a little bit better. Алексей Рыжика, кто знает? Алексей Рыжик. Alex is a gentleman that is very unique in his travels. He comes and stays and fixes up sometimes at my place. Иногда приезжает в гости, ремонтируется или просто так. So anyways, here's the cat interior. The bench is already, I got the panels kind of halfway set in there. All right. Quality, I'm very interested to find out. So I'm distancing myself away. Я немножко отошел от раутера, я не знаю, как там сигнал сейчас идет, хорошо или нет. Говорите. So this is the position for the bench, and it's already in place. I kind of secured it halfway, уже наполовину прикрутил лавочку. Now don't worry about the fact that it's wood and then it's gonna be hard. You will see later what's gonna happen, or we'll find out if it's gonna be enough or not. So лавочка стоит уже. Вот так мотор выглядит. That's how the engine looks. Nothing special. Стекла. Okay, let me get inside then. Let me get closer to the router. Идем ближе, где сигнал лучше, да? Let's go closer where the signal is better. Welcome to Nikson show. I guess you can call it that. I don't know. So it's Friday. It's Friday. It's Saturday. It's one of those days or times where I have a minute that I can do a live and kind of wrap up some things. So I'll show you. So these are the tracks, or parts of them. So these are the wooden grousers. Now this is the dash parts. So this is how the dash will be, right? And I just oiled them, so I'm waiting for oil to soak up. Масло намазали. Ждем, пока масло усядется, чтобы второй слой положить. So I'm waiting for oil to settle in to put another layer on there, right? Then those who don't know how the dash looked or how it will look, примерно такой будет layout приборов. So this. And those who follow me on Instagram know that there's been talk about doing this kind of thing, right? Вот так. This is acrylic mirror. So it's cool for a SEMA show maybe. Я думаю, может на SEMA show будет нормально. But for everyday use, I don't think it's very functional. So, well, I don't know what else to tell you guys. So I'm gonna wait for some questions maybe. Or we're gonna wait for new people to come in and ask the same questions that already been asked. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's Christmas? How's everybody upcoming New Year? Those who know me very well and follow me on YouTube for quite some time, you know this is my lucky hat, right? I found this while I was hunting actually. A long time ago, I'm gonna say like maybe 7, 8, 10 years ago. Где-то лет 10 назад шапку эту нашел, Under Armour оранжевую. And it's been welded through, and it has... So this is my like brain hat. Это моя мозговая шапка, в которой я думаю. I like to drink vodka while watching videos. Well, I'm glad. I like to drink vodka when I'm making my videos. Snowcat. I hope I can finish Snowcat by end of January. Надеюсь, что к концу января закончить. I missed the last comment. Пропустил последний комментарий. Is a Polski, Slovakian. That's something I can't really understand, so I'm not sure how that works. So you have to repeat maybe, guys. Повторяйте свои комментарии, потому что я, честно говоря, не вижу. So I'm not sure how this app thing works. So I guess it's like that. So, but anyways, in February, big event gonna take place. For those who know when it's gonna be happening, where it's gonna be happening, I'm glad for you. No snow in Portland yet. Not in Portland, but in the mountains we have plenty. В Портленде снега нету еще, в самом Портленде не было, по-моему, снега в этом году. Но в горах уже снега насыпало. I think there's probably 5 to 6 feet in some places already up at the regular elevation where, you know, where I tend to wheel around, whatever. Что уже 1,5-2 метра где-то снега есть, местами лежит, где обычно мы выезжаем в горах, вот, на машине. But as far as update on the cat, I'm hoping to have it done by end of January. Я надеюсь, в конце января. I have a Ram 6.0 LSD. I want to get locker, which is better locker front and rear, both properly. Choose the best. So, lockers. We can address locker question. Можем поговорить об блокировках. Lockers. I'm gonna say best to start with the rear. That's my opinion of it. And then do the front one later if you can do both at the same time. Having LSD in the rear and actual actuated in the front. See, Bill disagrees maybe. Monster Jeep there. Anybody doesn't follow Monster Jeep channel, you should check him out. He makes some good Oregon snow wheeling videos as well. So go to Monster Jeep channel. You won't regret. Different style of wheeling, different style of video recording maybe, but cheers, bro. Love you, vids. How do you cook your chanterelles? Okay, chanterelle question. I mean, you must have seen the last video. So it seems like a lot of questions are coming in English, so I'm gonna try to keep it more in English then. What the heck? Why not? So with lockers, it's very hard to choose what you want. I mean, ideally, selectable lockers, which are button actuated, right, not LSD style, are better in style, in a sense where if you lock it in, then you we are doing the trip to Ola Lake. Yes, we're doing it every month, man. But with lockers, so it's selectable is good. Salute Denver, Colorado. Gerardo, hola, salute. I guess he's from Colorado. So let me finish up the locker question, fellas, real quick. So with lockers, you can't go wrong selectable, right? If you have to go LSD, you can go LSD even front and back. What's nice about selectable is that you don't always need the lockers technically. So a lot of people think that lockers are a must-have in the snow. That is not true. A lot of times, lockers are simply not necessary in the snow. And in certain cases, when you're flexing out, when your axles, you know, when you want four wheels to be turning for sure, and not just being, how do you say, transmission selected which wheels to be turned, then you want lockers, to be on, whatever. But with LSD, you can get them both working. I know a lot of people who are willing with open diffs in the snow, and they're doing just fine. But having lockers just give you a better option. LSD in the snow works in its own way, but the problem is sometimes you don't need the locker. So keep in mind that the front axle pulls, the rear pushes. So in cases when you're doing side hilling, for example, you want the front locker on only and the rear off, because you want to be pulled rather than pushed. So keep that in mind. An overland ambulance. Get a GoFundMe account, Vitaly, going to support the financing, and we'll build one. And then you can have it. How about that? On Chanterelle's question, you can cook them in different ways. I mean, if you cook them and eat them, then you just cook them and eat them. Otherwise, the back slides down. Exactly. Thank you, Bill. What I do for winter, though, is I like to boil them, and then with the juices that you boil them in, you cool that off, and you put them in a Ziploc bag and you freeze them. So лисички можно проварить, потом в своем же соке остудить, и потом поставить их. Feliz año para tu familia y para todos. Thank you. You too, buddy. Thank you. Feliz Navidad, buddy. So you can put them in the freezer and you freeze them up, right? And then down the road, whatever, how many months later, you can actually have almost same tasting mushrooms. Yeah, I'll show you something here. These are, I think, slimy jacks. Это, по-моему, называется маслята. So there's some pepper, there's some garlic in there, right? So slimy jacks right here. Look at this. Look at how old this can is. Do you see the rust on it? It's probably 2 years old. They're still good. So that answers 2 of the questions. As far as winter camp to Alali, so February event happens every year. Каждый год мы выезжаем в феврале на 23 на Alali. This year is going to be, I think, 6th annual one. I was going to do an actual paid event where you'd have to pitch in to join, but there was so much bureaucratical issues involved with getting the event set up to be legal per se. Show us black caviar. I can only show you red caviar. And this is red caviar. So these are salmon eggs, frozen. So you can eat them like a year later if you want to, and they're still good. Верьте или нет, я через год эту банку буду кушать, она будет все равно вкусная. Замороженная красная икра salmon is very good. In any case, so probably next year I'm gonna try to make it where we can make it a paid event where food will be included, and we're not talking about just hot dogs and burgers, but actual food. This year, I think I'm just gonna be doing the lamb roast and possibly a piglet roast and see how that goes. So for anybody coming out in February, that's what you're probably going to be expecting. And at this point, I don't know, maybe even up to 100 people could be coming in February. I don't know. I simply don't know. Я не знаю просто, сколько людей будет точно. Я слышал, что около 100 человек могут приехать в этом году на февральский выезд. What do you think about Jeep Gladiator? I like the Dodge Rebel TRX if they built it. Ben Ashcroft. Jeep Gladiator, well, it's a pickup. Let's start with that. So if you need the utilitarian vehicle, I guess like the pickup style, then I think that's something definitely to consider. I mean, I wouldn't mind trying one out, but it's not within my financial possibilities at this moment, let's put it this way. So I don't really have any interest in the vehicles that I can't buy in anyway. So why wish for something that I can't afford? And I can put it on payments, but I prefer to buy my vehicles cash. So let's keep it that way. It's simpler then. You don't have to make monthly payments on it. Anyways, but any pickup any pickup that you do, is basically if you need the pickup. I think Jeep came out with the Gladiator. I think that may be possibly in a certain brand war that has to do with, say, for example, Toyota Tacoma taking over the overlanding world per se. So one way that Jeep is kind of, trying to get back into the business or whatnot to provide a pickup finally, because Tacoma has been doing great. I know a lot of people who have bought Tacomas and love them. I like them how they look. I like how they function. I mean, overall in general, they're very nice vehicles. I'm not gonna say I'm not a Toyota person. I like Toyotas. My wife drives a Sequoia. I like driving that Sequoia. It's very capable, very good, very reliable. Toyota's been always reliable. Jeep has always been reliable to me. So I've never had any of my Jeeps that I've had actually break down on me unless I busted something, да. So мы говорим, речь идет, что насколько Toyota надежная против джипа, например, да. Ну, я скажу, что джип у меня никогда не ломался так, чтобы я не мог его там, не выехал я с лесу или что-то такое. То есть у меня никакого генерального ремонта мне не приходится никогда на машине делать, сколько они у меня были. So that's about, I guess, build a platform in the back of your truck. You can. So I'm thinking 2020. In 2020, I would like to do a trip to Alaska. That's going to be probably, I'm going to make it somewhere about 3 to 4 weeks. 2020, значит, год, если все даст Бог здоровья и возможность, как говорится, надеюсь планировать поездку в Аляску. So that trip, I need to build a different vehicle. So most likely what seems to be happening is that my current Jeep will be going on for sale in spring. So из-за того, что нужно будет другую строить машину для поездки в Аляску, наверняка буду продавать джипа весною. Now, which vehicle will be next in line, I'm not sure yet. For those who follow me on Instagram, check out Bud Nikson on Instagram as well, for those who don't. But on Instagram, I've been posting pictures of this Nissan Safari, or Nissan Patrol version edition, Safari edition, with a tour roof. I live you in Alaska. You definitely should come here. So many fantastic off-roading areas. Well, when we try to plan the trip to Alaska, I figured that out, Matthew. Thank you. But when I do the plans for the trip, I'll post it up on YouTube probably, because I would like to connect with some subscribers along the way, possibly, who can show me, better, to be able to better understand the local area, whatnot. But vehicles that I've considered at this point, I'm thinking of Ford Excursion diesel version, so like 7.3 engine for those who are familiar with the Fords. So it'll be like 2000 to 2002, somewhere around there. Где-то примерно 2000-2002 года Ford Excursion. Из Мальты смотрим постоянно. Далер Халилов, yeah? Did I get it right? Мальта, привет. По-русски нужно или по-английски можно. So do Brazil. Oh, Brazil, hello. Look at this, South America coming in. Hey, anybody joining right now? Welcome to a little bit of a, you can't get rid of your Jeep. Well, help me keep it somehow. I don't know how. Need to pay for everything, but you can't keep them all. But anyways, if you're just joining, this is like a Saturday afternoon live with Nikson on YouTube for all the subscribers. I mean, gosh, the channel has grown almost to 17,000 subscribers, да, почти 17 тысяч подписчиков уже на YouTube. So I figured, спасибо вам, хоть по интернету смотрим Аляску. Ну, у нас не Аляска, у нас Орегон, но стараемся. So anyways, I figured, give a pretty heavy agree. Yes, it is heavy, but for an overland vehicle, it'll be fine, I believe. So keep in mind that this will be more or less like a Lexus LX470 build for those who follow me back from the past. So Excursion build will be close to something what Lexus was. So it'll be more of an overland vehicle. I'm seeing it being something like Excursion on 37s, locked, winches front and back, heavy-duty bumpers but not heavy. So probably built out of aluminum. Nice roof rack with a rooftop 10 drawer system, maybe a sleeping area inside, with all the fridges and all the kitchens, accessory and everything. So, but anyways, once again, if you just joined, welcome to Saturday afternoon live show with Nikson. And I want to just express my gratitude and my thank you to everybody for being subscribers and being loyal watchers, I guess, on my channel. Thanks for all the views and everything. Nixonized. Honestly, if we're gonna go back to the excursion talk, I believe excursion will do pretty good. And that's one thing is, if you don't build it, you will know, right? So, если не построить, не будешь знать. Речь идет о Ford Excursion на 37-х дизельного, да, и посмотри, как он будет ехать в снегу. So, I think there's a possibility that, for example, I could build the Excursion on 37s for overlanding purposes, but have a set of 40s, for example, for winter travel, and do those 40s and maybe like a 14.5 wide. So just imagine Excursion floating on 40-inch tires. They're 14, 15 inches wide. Just imagine what that could possibly do. Yes, I believe that I would have to agree with most of people who will say that Excursion is like a heavy pig, right? It's big, it's heavy, it's long, it's wide, but hey, you never know until you build it. You're gonna build a newer front-end conversion on Excursion. That is something that I've looked at. If you look on Craigslist in Portland area, in Portland, Oregon, Craigslist right now has actually an Excursion with a front end, I believe, from like a 2005, not 2005, what am I saying? 2012, 2014 probably, and it's pretty good. So, but anyway, as a reminder, so this is a live show. I do not have any specific list of questions to answer. This is just something that people are welcome to comment on. And I don't know, if you don't like something, you can say something you don't like. But I'll just throw this out there. I'm looking for somebody to help me run my social media. So if you're a person who has a little bit more free time and you're familiar with how social media works, so I'm talking about Facebook page and I'm talking about Instagram page. I'm looking for somebody who is not just familiar, so not just post stuff, but actually familiar with the backside of how Instagram works. So you need to know certain things like how many hashtags is it okay to post, and how hashtags actually work, and what hashtags should you post. So I'm interested to talking to somebody who can help me out, and we can figure out maybe, I don't know, some sort of a partnership. Either I can pay them in certain cost or commission based, depending on how overall social media does, or if you're just a younger person who has more free time than I do and willing to help, I would more than be happy to to talk about it. So речь идет о том, что хотелось бы с кем-то поговорить, кто знаком, как работает вообще соцсети, Инстаграма, Фейсбука и Ютуба даже, вероятно, что я ищу человека, который бы помог бы все это развивать дальше. Просто самому времени не хватает, и хотелось бы просто, может быть, получить какую-то некую помощь от зрителей, скажем так. That thing. And then anybody who is into designing logos, логотипы, если кто-то делает, I would like to hear something as far as what can we think, because I would like to make some gear. Some people buy subscribers on Instagram, I heard. Yeah, but that's pointless. I mean, what's the point of buying subscribers on Instagram? Instagram doesn't pay you much. The popularity on Instagram really does not monetize unless you actually advertise through Instagram, just FYI. But it's good to have a good followers base who are actually following you for your hashtags and for the content that you're actually putting out. The ones that you purchase, they're not necessarily are the ones that are within your criteria, if that makes sense. That's to answer your question as far as Instagram and as far as purchasing. I have lots of free time and I'm pretty good with social, and I can design Instagram logos and other types. Well, get in touch with me, Vitaly. You can direct message me on Instagram. You can find me on Instagram just like me, Bud Nikson. If you have some sort of ideas, I have done a bit of graphic and could help you out. Hey, like I said, anybody. So Bud Nikson on Instagram, just like you do it on the YouTube. Find me on Instagram, or you can go to Nikson Overland page on Facebook, and you can get in touch with me through that. And let's brainstorm, see how we can figure out. So my goal right now is I want to put up some gear. I want to do some t-shirts, some sweatshirts, caps. I don't know, maybe some beanies, Just some stuff that I can maybe do as a giveaway, but I would like to hopefully sell some merchandise to recoup some of the costs that I have spent time on, you know, building cats and jeeps and everything. Ideally, I talked about this long time back. I'm gonna say maybe about 2 years now ago. For anybody who's interested to do a trip with me, for example, do a lottery. What do you guys think about doing a lottery? I don't know, $5 a ticket, and we need to sell 1,000 tickets, so we can recoup like 5 grand that would cost to cover the trip with me. So I'll fly the person in, I'll feed them, and I'll house them, and you know, all that stuff, and we can do it like a winter overland trip. So if you guys think that's a good idea, comment on that below as well, so I can read through those comments later, and we can go from there. So my thing says I'm a low power mode. Close. I need to plug in my phone. You will message me on Instagram. Please do. I'm gonna try to hook up to a power source here real quick, so hang with me. Нужно подсоединиться к электричеству, иначе батарейка сядет скоро. Опа. Phone's going almost dead. Let's see if we got power or we don't have power. I don't know. We have power. I might have to try a different one. So, включаем зарядку. Un momento. I hope that worked. Did you have a question? Заходи. Скажи здрасте подписчикам. Ruben Ryapolov, print shirts, business logos are good. I heard of him.
Привет всем.
Всем привет, Алексей, привет, привет. You can speak in English.
Hello everybody.
Hello everybody. So this is Alex. And Alex, привет с Краснодарского края. Привет, Денис. О, знакомая аватарочка. So, did you have a question or? It's okay. What's up? Go, just say it. Говори.
Мне просто нужно примерить крыло.
Забери. So, one thing is if you know somebody who can help me out, but I would rather prefer to find somebody who's actually a subscriber or a viewer, if that makes sense. This way they have maybe common interest in what I'm doing. So, Lyocha Mashat. Alex is trying to install some fender flares on his two-door JK outside there. So anyways, anybody, Gerardo, hola. Anybody that's just joining, this is Saturday, I guess almost like a late afternoon show with Nikson. So всех, кто присоединяется, это субботняя такая средидневная лайв-шоу с Никсоном, как говорится. Вопросы и ответы. У кого-то, если есть вопрос, задавайте, я буду на русском отвечать. If you have a question in English, just ask it in English. If you have a question in Russian, just ask it in Russian. We can all figure it out. So, trying to figure things out here as far as how settling on the floor. So that's about it. On the Snowcat, things I have left to do, I have to put tracks together for those who have maybe, let me see if I can turn this thing. Those tracks right there, the wooden pieces of grousers and those little metal pieces. So those are the parts of the track that I still have to assemble for the Snowcat. And Fafix, оглядам твой програм, але не розумів шутку. Не разумею. I hope you understand that part, man. I can translate it with Google Translate, but that would have to be done offline. Here messages pop up too fast in another language. And keep in mind, guys, if you comment on any other language than English or Russian, there's a good chance I won't understand you. Sorry. I only speak fluently and good two languages, Russian and English. Говорит только по-русски, по-английски, по-украински я не говорю, не могу даже сказать, что я понимаю. Я тебе писал про экспедиционный багаж на JK, расскажи, как ты его сделал. The video is been uploaded. You cook? I might have to do that. Видео я загружал. Hello, David. God bless you, my brother. Have a wonderful new year. Got up to the cabin you were in years ago and filmed it. God bless you and your brothers. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you too. Thanks for good wishes. So Багажник видео будет на YouTube буквально на этих следующих неделях или на 2. Я записал видео, выставил. Оно как бы загружено, но оно идет по расписанию. So, just a quick reminder, videos are being released on my channel on Monday and Friday. That's how I have them scheduled. And they're all kind of, I mean, some of them are, you know, month or two even from the past. Некоторые видео выходят даже месяц или два, даже тому с прошлого, да. Но у меня видео идут все по расписанию, по понедельникам, по пятницам. Так как видео выходит как бы больше, чем 2 в неделю, получается у меня уже собирается определенная коллекция, которая просто потихоньку выходит. I'm not releasing more than 2 per week because I want to build up maybe, you know, month or 2 in advance, because it's hard to get it all working out and whatnot. How many miles are on your Jeep and what are you looking to get for it? Josh, that's a good question. Right now I have just a little bit over 40. I'm going to say 44. How often do I come through Utah? A couple times a year, usually, I'm going to say. But not necessarily on a Jeep. But in any case, it's a little bit over 40. I'm going to say 44 right now, maybe 45. I think it's 43 even or something. What am I looking to get for it? I don't know. I put 50K into it when I built it. That's what was my total cost to build it. I think I would like to get at least 40 for it. I mean, that's what I'm shooting for right now. I don't know, maybe do an auction. If you know anybody who wants to buy it, Josh, let them talk, you know, contact me. Maybe I'll sell it before spring comes, right? You never know. Give me a second. I had a message come through real quick. So, but yeah, I'm looking to get something out of it. Now, it's basically, I don't know. I want to give it to, I want to sell the Jeep to somebody who can actually use it for the right purposes. I don't want it to stay pavement princess. I want somebody who buys it, you know, they need to appreciate what was it built for and how it was built, if that makes sense. Because it's not just your regular bolt-on kit kind of thing. So person who buys it, they need to be somewhat of a savvy Jeeper. That makes sense, I hope. Because I believe if the buyer is kind of a new and not very experienced, I think that Jeep can get them in trouble, if that makes sense. Because it's pretty capable, and it might get you somewhere where you don't know how to get to. So I would look for the same thing. Makes perfect sense. Yeah. So there you go. We understand. I mean, if you know anybody interested, that would be great. Где и как будешь встречать 19 год? У друзей на дому в Сейламе. Нас пригласили в гости, близкие друзья, поэтому будем встречать у них на дому. Такой будет там 3-4 семьи, ничего шумного, как говорится, и как-то так. So the question was about how I'm gonna, how my New Year Eve is gonna go and how we gonna, how do you want to say it? How we gonna meet the New Year's, I guess. So New Year will be pretty simple, basic. We have about 3-4 families. We were invited over to a friend's house, and we'll be. I know a couple of people, but they're poor. Might be a problem. So it might have to be a cash purchase, keep in mind. Без снега. Не, мы на снег катаемся, Денис, и так достаточно. Поэтому, я думаю, на снег первого, может быть, выйдем, посмотрим. But anyways, New Year will be pretty basic. I don't know for those who are watching English speaking mainly, folks here in the States. I know that Christmas is quite a bit more celebrated than New Year's, but for the Russian community, for Slavic community, New Year is a pretty big holiday, which is usually celebrated, I'm gonna say maybe even at a higher level than Christmas, for example. But in any case, yeah, New Year is gonna happen. No snow for Christmas. For New Year's, we're fine. I've seen plenty of snow as it is already. I am planning a snowshoe hike next weekend, hoping to have a video for that as well. Планируется некий заход в горы пешим ходом на одно озеро, но это в эту неделю должно было произойти, в эти выходные, но из-за погодные условия потеплело, поэтому мы будем их поменяли планы, перенесли на следующую неделю. So I was gonna go this weekend for a snowshoe camp hike, but due to weather we changed our plans. So hey, yeah, anybody just joining, welcome to Saturday afternoon show with Nikson. Seems like there's Vanessa. You want to come and say hi?
Hi, Dominic.
Here's my little one. He just probably woke up. Проснулся только?
Да.
There's my kids. Иди скажи YouTube hi.
Сейчас, он без
Here. Иди к папе.
Иди к папе,
Ай да, папа.
как бы верно.
Так, чтобы он не завязал экзамен.
Да. Вместе?
Кто-то плакал. А мама уехала?
Да, мама.
Сейчас я его тебе отдам.
Okay.
Here's my little jeeper. We just woke up. Look at that. Hair как у папы. Волосы как у папы помятые. So here's a Dominic. Here's my youngest son. That's my oldest daughter, and that's my youngest daughter over there. I don't know where the middle one's running around. So I got 4 kids, in case you didn't know. So here, иди к Ванессе. Не, надо одеться, надо одеться.
А он хочет, давай, идем.
Одень его, выводи его.
Okay.
He needs to put some warmer clothes on because it's kind of chilly in the garage. So maybe let's touch up a subject on some common sense while you're snow wheeling or while you're out in the wild. Always have a backup plan. Recently, there was a call out by a guy I know actually who went out to one of the lakes in Oregon, and he got stranded out there. Многодетный папаша. Ну, практически да, 4 детей тоже многодетный. I was called a, I don't know, многодетный, how's that in English? Like a father of many children in Russian, I guess somebody just called me. But anyways, so the guy went out there, he popped a bead, he tried to set it and couldn't set it. He tried to put a spare tire on, but his jack went through the snow, obviously, because he didn't have any wider base underneath. And in the end, he couldn't recover himself, so he went out, found some service, and ended up calling 911, basically. So search and rescue, Marion County Search and Rescue came out to him. I think the guy's name was Ryan on the 80 Series Land Cruiser. Ironic is that Toyota was rescuing a Toyota, I guess. But anyways, he went out there and he assisted him in whatever way necessary, and they got him out of there. So the whole point is basically is always be prepared. You never know what's going to happen, and just exercise common sense as far as if you're going especially alone, you should notify somebody who knows somebody who is as capable as you are, or notify somebody who is as capable as you are. That's just rule of thumb that I always used. So whenever I go out snowmobiling, you will see most likely a lot of my videos where I'm alone, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, believe it or not. I love it, but I hate it as much at this point when people are calling me dumb, naive, stupid, I don't know, whatever you want to call the bad words, for going out alone, especially with your family and your kids. I'm probably guessing most of you guys seen the November snow run last year that we did. So it was more than a year ago. Yeah, last year's November trip that I did with my wife and 2 kids towards the Lolly. I'm yawning, what the heck. Somebody wants to sleep probably already on the viewers list. So a lot of people are just, they don't know. I mean, they don't know better. They're gonna take out their Prius or their Subaru or their full-size truck. Now, I'm not trying to discriminate against anybody. You can be driving whatever you want to drive. I don't care. But if you got no common sense and you're gonna go into the woods, into the deep snow or into deep mud, where it just simply there's no reason for you being there, then you are stupid, you are naive, you are unexperienced, and you deserve what's coming to you. And if you die, guess what? That's just a selection, natural selection, right? If you struggle and you, I don't know, hurt yourself, you deserve it, technically speaking, because you did your own thing. So do you have, or Bill have Elk Lake snow amounts? I'm not sure. What do you mean by amounts? As far as I know, you can drive to it. So as of last night and today, snow levels are at 6,000 feet in Cascades. So it's raining. 2 weeks ago, I went to Clear Lake, and the lake is drained and it has really deep mud. We got stuck in the mud. We got out with winch and some wood under it. Tires, I got real lucky. But see, the whole thing is, should you go there or not? Hey, Bill's still here. Thank you, Bill. So I guess we're not going to play in the snow tomorrow, Bill, right? So at least we get to communicate here. So, but yeah, a lot of snow has been pretty beaten down. But if you go out tomorrow snow levels are 2,000 feet. So it'll get colder. It'll probably be icier. So there's a good chance you might see some snow tomorrow. It's probably going to be nice and white tomorrow because tomorrow it's supposed to be dropping 8 inches. So tomorrow might be actually a good snow run day. But I would like to go on one of those sunny, cold days after a good snowstorm to get some good footage. На Кубань, на родину погостить не приезжаешь, и у тебя родственников тут не осталось. Не осталось родственников, Денис. Денис, я не знаю, ты по-английски говоришь или нет. Поэтому я как-то стараюсь и так, но я вижу, что ты единственный, кто сейчас спрашивает вопросы на русском. Вот, на Кубань давно уже не ездил, надо бы съездить, навестить. Одноклассники остались, соседи остались, которые знают, помнят, которые знаю и помню, да. А так особо нет причин туда ехать. Но тем не менее, я думаю, что how much snow in February is there usually? It's various amounts. The most I've seen, I'm gonna say probably close to 10 feet of base. Это самое больше всего, что я видел. So hopefully that answers your question, Josh. But Dennis there asked me a question about when I go back to motherland, whatever. So, Денис, в следующем году, где-то в конце июля, в начале августа месяца, я буду наверняка где-то в тех краях. У тестя с тещей будет юбилей 50-летия. Мы с женой летим. Я думаю, что наверняка будем... наверняка в Болгарию. Как-то так на данный момент. So anyways, but yeah, snow levels, they're different. 5 years ago, 4 years ago, I'm gonna say 5 years ago, in February we didn't have any snow at all. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm yawning. So I don't know, we've been on for what, 47 minutes? I'll run this through again. Welcome to Nikson Saturday afternoon show. Thanks for everybody tuning in. 2015, that might have been 2015. So, понимаю по-английски, но не говорю. Ну хорошо, уже рад, значит. Уже легче будет. Вот. So anyways, I think I'm gonna wrap it up around 50 minutes maybe. So anybody that just joined, you joined a little live show that I did for Saturday afternoon. Talking to subscribers. I appreciate everybody tuning in and saying hello and asking your questions. One thing I ask is that you share, subscribe, and do all the good stuff that's kind of keeps the channel floating. Just last month I had close to what, 1,600, maybe almost 2,000 subscribers, and this month it dropped down to like 900, at least projected. So I appreciate all the new subs, all new commentaries, and you know, all the thumbs up. You know, you guys are the ones that keep the channel afloat. I just, you know, upload videos that I can when I can make them. Right now with the Snowcat rebuild, it's kind of hard to put the time into snow wheeling and then editing. So I try to do my best to make them easy and light for you guys. But I don't know what else to say. I'm yawning. I think it's time to start working. Today I'm working on ignition for the Snowcat. I'm taking all the mechanical parts out of the ignition, and I'm putting this igniter by Petronics, for those who know. Yes, thank you, Matthew. I definitely hope that I can make that trip to Alaska, and I definitely hope that I can, you know, come across some good folks along the way. I know for the most part Alaskans are pretty welcoming folks, as far as what I've heard from other people who have traveled Alaska. But anyways, guys, I think that's good enough for today. If you guys want more of this, I don't know, I can do random Saturday ones, but love watching videos, man. Thanks, Josh. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate your all the love and everything. I'm not sure, humbled. I'm not sure what else to say. Humbled. Всем спасибо за просмотр, всем спасибо за внимание. Следите дальше, что происходит, как говорится, в жизни через YouTube, and then we'll go from there. So once again, adios, buenas noches, buenos días, Спокойной ночи, добрый день, кто просыпается, кто это смотрит в какое-то время. Yes, Happy New Year, upcoming Happy New Year, definitely. Yes, Kevin, have a good day, Vitaly, bye, Kevin, Dennis. Всем привет, Россия, привет, Краснодарскому краю, привет, Родине, привет, Москва, если кто смотрит. Да вообще, everybody who's watching South America, North America, you know, a little bit of Europe there, and Russia, and former USSR. Happy New Year, everybody. Всех с Новым годом, наступающим. Друзья, обнимаю, целую. Love. Bye.